Hello, welcome to Be the Magician. My name is Brandon, and yes, I'm back again. I know I've been away, I've come back, I've been away, I've come back, but that's part of life. But you could probably thinking you're in a different environment, as in like where I am. So yeah, everything has changed. But all that being said, let's get into the trick. Okay, so let me show you what the trick looks like. So it uses a pack of playing cards, and a card is going to get selected. So for example, let's say they choose this card right here, and the card is going to get placed somewhere inside the center of the pack and lost like so. So the cards are truly mixed up. But to find the card, all we have to do is snap. Just like so, and we have found the selected card, the Queen of Clubs. But if it wasn't, all you do is flick. You can see it changes to the Seven of Hearts. And that is the trick. You probably already know it. Yes, it is the famous snap change. I don't know if you know the snap change, but I've done this on for people who are just going to film me. When you go out and perform magic, and people, oh, can you show me a trick? Show me a trick. This is perfect. This is what got David Blaine out there when he got someone to show or to look at a card and did the snap change. Yes, it's so old, but it's a fantastic trick, and you will get great reactions. You really will. So let's dive into the explanation. Let me show you where your finger placement is going to be and how to do the change. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is the explanation. Yes, if you're a magician, you're going to know how to control a card to the top, and that is what you need to do. So I'm going to go through it very quickly. I do have Debbie behind the camera, so we're going to get some close-ups, some zoom-ins, so it makes it a bit more easy for you guys to understand it. So yes, you're going to get a card selected. So let's say they choose a card. It doesn't matter what card it is, the Ace of Spades. And what's going to happen is, it depending on your skill level in magic, you're going to spread the cards, you're going to tell them to place the card back, and all you're going to do is, when you place the top packet on top, you're going to keep a finger break like so. So if you can zoom in so everybody can see, you're going to keep a finger break. So when you've got that break, all you're going to do then is just cut these cards to that break. So now that Ace of Spades is at the top. So I'm going to go through that one more time very quickly. They've chose a card, the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades is going to get placed back. I'm going to leave it face up for explanation purposes. The top pack is going to go back on top. And you're going to keep that finger break like so. Hopefully you can see that break. And yes, it wouldn't be that big, but for you guys to understand, that's what's happening. If I was going to do this, it would be, there we go, like that. It'll be very small. So you've got your break, and then you're just going to cut to the break like so. So the Ace of Spades is at top. You probably already know how to control the card to the top. So the card is at the top. Now we're going to look at the snap change. So to do that, we need to do a double lift. So the way I do a double lift is the pinky count. You don't have to do the pinky count. What you can do is you riffle up with your thumb at the top two cards, and you'll get a break. So if you can zoom in, please, Debbie. What I'm going to do is show him this way. Is you, obviously the camera's not behind me, you're going to lift up the top two cards. 1, 2, and keep a break. So when you've got that break, what you're going to do is turn both cards over. So you're doing a double lift or a double turnover, depending on what you want to call it. So you're going to do a double lift to show the indifferent card, because the selected card is at the back. So now what you want to do is, when you're done with double, you don't have to do a double lift. When you've got a break actually between the top two cards, like you're going to do a double lift, you're just going to pick the two cards up. You don't have to turn them around. I think I did in the performance. But you're going to grab it and you're going to position your fingers exactly like this. It doesn't matter if you're left-handed or right-handed. What you're going to do, I'm using my right hand, so it probably looks left to you guys. My index finger and middle finger is going to go on the pip, but I'm not going straight, I'm going diagonal. So hopefully you can see that. I'm going diagonal. And my thumb is right at the back. So my thumb is right on the corner. And what's going to happen is, I'm going to keep my index finger stationary. It's not going to move. And all I'm going to do with my middle finger is just pull it back like so. I'm like pulling my finger back, I'm pulling my middle finger back, but keeping everything else still. And what's going to happen is the card is going to go round the back. So it'll look like this. That's slow motion. I'll do that again. From here, to keep everything still, and just move your middle finger back towards your palm. And just to let you know the grip of the cards, I'm not holding it really loose, because if you do, you'll see the cards are going to split. So I have got a bit of a firm grip. So all I'm going to do now with my middle finger is just pull my middle finger back towards my palm. Like this, and that's what's going to happen. So now if you do that at speed, obviously I don't expect you to do this straight away. I don't expect you to go, oh, I can do a snap change. I'm not expecting you to do that at all. It's muscle memory with your fingers. If your fingers aren't used to it, you're not going to be able to do it. So even if you sat down at home or on your sofa, just hold the cards and just with your middle finger just pull it back and then do it again. And then you're going to do it 1,000 times so you don't even have to think about it. So another thing as well, to get rid of this sound, you don't like that sound, to get rid of that sound is at the same time we're going to flick the card. So if you flick and do it, this hides that noise, it hides that noise. So same position, all you're going to do is just flick the card, but at the same time as your finger hits it, you're going to execute the snap change. So boom. So now you're probably thinking, Brandon, I can do the snap change. Now we are stuck in this position. How do we get out of this? But at the same time, you've got your deck of cards in your hands. So you're here, and when you flick, it doesn't matter if you use your middle finger or index finger. When you've done the snap change, the snap change card, your left hand with the cards in your hands are going to come up, and your right hand's going to come down. And you're going to drop the card on top of the deck. Okay, we'll do that again. So you're here, you made it change. They're reacting. As soon as they're reacting, your hand's coming up, your hand's coming down, and they're going to meet halfway, like so. And you're dropping it to show that's their card. So all that at speed, a card is selected. They're going to remember it. You're going to control the card to the top any way you like. So let's say I've done this, the card is now at top. So what we're going to do now is you've got your break below the top two cards. You're going to take the two cards and position them so you get into this position. You're probably thinking as well when you're doing this, how do I get in that position so quick? Best way I do this is I grab the bottom right corner and I'm going to swivel it. So it's like an R shape, if you want to call it an R, I don't know. So you're in this position, so you're here, and I'm just going to, when you've got your break, I'm just going to position it up. So it's like, I don't know what I'm going to call that, I'm going to call it an R, even though it doesn't look like an R. But now I can grab in that position. Grab your position, and all you're going to do is do the move, do it very slowly. Hand's going to come down, drop the card, and it changes. So yes, I know it wasn't an over the head shoulder. I don't even think I've got the space to do it. You can see what's around me. But in my next video, I am going to try and do it. But a big thanks to Debbie for helping record this. So yeah, that is the explanation. Okay, so hopefully the explanation was okay. I did have Debbie behind the camera to zoom in on the brakes and the snap change and the finger placements. Hopefully all that looks okay. Like I said earlier, yes, I usually do the overhead shot, shoulder shot, but like you can see, there's nothing really around. Like I haven't got space. This is my new recording room, shall I say. It is the living room. So yeah, it's a little bit challenging. Like Debbie, who just was recording me, she's on a game. So yeah, it's a bit different having somebody in the room while you're recording. Honestly, it feels so weird. But anyway, just another apology as well that I haven't been uploading for the past God knows how long. Like my life is hectic. I've been so busy. It's unreal. It really is. But I'm back now. I am going to be uploading hopefully daily. This is good. It's Sunday while I'm recording this, so this should be up Sunday night. Well, it is Sunday night, so it should be up in the next couple of hours. And yeah, if there's anything you want to see, please comment down below. I am going to do some reviews on this channel as well now. So if you well, keep your eye out for that as well. I am mumbling on now. I am tired. So I'm going to go. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.